Pam, and welcome back to my channel. I purchased my 1934 cottage here in Northern Nevada back in June of 2023, and I had lots and lots of plans for it when I purchased it, and my progress has been slow but steady. I've been focusing on the interior of my home, just making cosmetic changes. When I first moved in, it was a little bit sad, a little bit dated looking, just a little bit neglected. I wanted to bring it back to life and give it a warm, comfortable, vintage feel that makes people feel at home when they come in. And I think I've achieved that. I shared my hallway update with you in a previous video, which I'll link down below, and I've finally gotten around to finishing both my living room and my dining room areas, and that's what I'd like to share with you next. I'll give you a little bit of the before and then the after. Two of the living room walls were a very dark blue and the others were a flat white. The trim, which is flush with the plaster, was painted the same color as the walls. The color scheme in the dining room was the same blue on white, and the curtains in both rooms were made of inexpensive material. The light fixture in the dining room looked to be late 70s, early 80s. As you can see, both of these rooms have tons of potential. I painted the walls of the living room using Valspar Antique White and the trim using Valspar Swiss Coffee. The antique white is warm, while the Swiss Coffee nicely offsets the walls. While soft pastels were popular in the 1930s, this white-on-white combination was also popular and is a simple palette upon which you can build your color scheme. The original arched built-in is also painted in Swiss Coffee. The green curtains are from Ballard Designs, the signature velvet panels, and the sheers are Liz Claiborne from JCPenney. I think the sheers add an important element because while they still allow the natural light to come through, they also afford a measure of privacy, which is important when you're living in town as opposed to in a more rural area. This cabinet is one that I rescued from the curb and refinished using Fusion Mineral Paint in ash, and the area rug came from the Home Depot. The floors were in decent condition and refinishing them isn't a high priority right now. The dining room features a buffet cabinet over 100 years old that had been painted, which I stripped and refinished. The curtains and the curtain rods were purchased on Amazon, and the sheers are the same as those in the living room. I purchased the circa 1940s, 1950s Drexel Heritage New Hampton Court cabinet from Just Country Friends in Fallon. I love decorating with vintage prints, and these fox hunt prints along with this coaching imprint were amazing yard sale finds. The paint scheme in the dining room is the same as that in the living room. I'm fairly certain that the wainscoting is not original and was thinking of pulling it down, but I'm concerned about damaging the plaster and I'm not quite ready to deal with those kind of repairs right now, so I'm leaving it as is for the moment. This fabulous 1920s light fixture was a find from Etsy, and the rug is also from the Home Depot. I've owned this table and chairs for the last 15 years or so. They were purchased secondhand, and 4 or 5 years ago, I painted the table and the chairs black. At the time, it worked with the decor where I was living, but it's become a bit beat up and the black no longer works. Once the weather warms up a bit, I do plan on stripping the set and staining it. This space, along with the living room, is still a work in progress and will continue to evolve. I follow a Facebook page called Uninspired Nest, and one of the things she posted recently rang true with me. She said, "As individuals, we each have our own unique character and charm. Our homes should too. This is why I don't follow trends, but follow my own instinct and make my home an extension of me." I'm really glad that I was able to share with you the updates that I've made here in my home. My style continues to evolve, and the way you see things today, it may not look like that 6 months from now, moving pictures, moving furniture, purchasing new items. But it's an exciting journey and one that I'm happy to share with you. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.